Arsenal will face off against a Manchester United side in complete disarray at the Emirates a little bit later on, as it's a pretty big game for the top 6 and top 4 European race. Who's going to get what? Now, this is a big crunch game to decide that, I think. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are well. Of course, this game affects us slightly as well. We probably want Arsenal 3 points just to keep United in punching distance, not literally, well, maybe, but big game. We got Sean joining us in a couple of minutes to give another neutral side of it. But I'm joined by Rob, Man United fan. Rob, United are in disarray, but how are you?
Football aside, I'm all right, thank you, Jake. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Let's get into it then. Pathetic against Liverpool. A bit of an upbringing. Ten Hag announced this week. How are you in terms of Manchester United?
Oh, I just, if I had any hair, I'd be pulling it out. It's just been awful, absolutely awful. That Liverpool game was it was an embarrassment. Yeah. There was a period in the second half when Ralph made a few changes at half time. We looked like we were getting back into the game. You know, we made a better fist of things. But the worst thing about it was the lack of any passion. There seemed to be no effort, no passion, no pride in the badge, the shirt. It was an embarrassment. I mean, the result, I knew we were going to get spanked. Absolutely. Yeah. I messaged a mate beforehand and said, if we only lose 2-0, I'd be quite happy, which is a shocking state to be in as any football fan, if you only hope you lose 2-0. So I wasn't surprised by the result whatsoever. But that performance was just awful. The only point, I mean, Gary Neville made the point during the game when that lad Hannibal came on and started running around kicking people. At least he showed a bit of passion, you know. At least he actually showed like he cared and he was proud to play for United. Yeah, he went about it the wrong way, got himself booked, probably could have been sent off, really. But, you know, he came on with the right attitude. And it shouldn't take till whatever it was, 75, 85 minutes for a team to suddenly show that need to win, you know? So I'm just hopefully Ten Hag coming in, maybe that'll shake things up. But, you know, more needs to be done top down. But we'll see. It's a start.
Yeah. Obviously the Ten Hag appointment has brought up some of the morale in Manchester United, but coming into today's game, Ronaldo makes his return. He's come straight back into the starting lineup. How are you feeling about this game against Arsenal today, mate?
Yeah, well, if we've got any aspirations of finishing in the top 4, even if I think if we beat Arsenal, I still don't think we'll do it. Just looking at the table now, Spurs, they're playing well. We've got to get past them as well. At least we'll put us level points with Spurs and Arsenal, but will be a game ahead of him as well. I wasn't aware Ronaldo was straight back in, actually. The last thing I read this morning said he probably wasn't going to be playing, so that's good news. But I've aired my views on Ronaldo on your podcast before. He's a great player. He's brilliant. I love him to bits. But he's not the way forward, is he? You know, he's not long term. But he's banging the goals in for us at the moment, and boy, do we need that.
Yeah. A major thing as well, which I think will be a massive relief to most United fans, is Harry Maguire has been put on the bench for today's game.
Oh, I better update my lineups because I haven't heard that. I like Harry Maguire. I do. I do like him, but you can tell by my voice, I don't love him. You know, he's just got too many ricks in him. When he plays for England, he's great. But he's always out of position. He should be the leader at the back there, communicating with everybody else. And he always seems to be the one after the event pointing fingers. And most of the time, the event was caused by him being out of position. So, yeah, if he's on the bench, maybe that's a good thing. We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. In terms of the lineups on a whole, I'm just gonna bring it up. There it is. So
Yeah, just have
BBC
a look
Sport
there.
reckon United are putting up a 4-2-3-1 of De Gea, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane, and Tejes. A midfield two of McTominay and Matic, and then kind of a front four of Elanga, Fernandez, who's captain today, Sancho, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Changes and a bold statement made there from Ralph Ragnick.
Definitely, yeah. I'm just looking at it now. I like Sancho's been playing fairly well lately. When he came on against Liverpool, he looked a little bit more determined. I like Elanga's passion as well. I did comment in the Liverpool game. He did seem to be like a bit of a school kid, a bit overexcited. He seemed to be running around quite a bit, but not really doing anything. He looked a little bit overawed, but he's got a lot of pace. Fernandez pulling the strings, Ronaldo up front. Looks pretty strong. Yeah, we got four at the back as well because Arsenal have been playing well lately, haven't they? So that win against Chelsea in the week is going to buoy them up. Yeah, I quite like the look of that. Although I'm glad to see McTominay come back in, but Matic is still a little bit of a strange one. I might have missed something, but where's Fred? Is he
Fred is,
injured?
Fred's not starting in the team. I'm just seeing whether he's on the subs or
Yeah, he's
not.
not on the bench either. No.
No, he's not. No, so no Fred involved there, which is interesting. In terms of Arsenal, then they're setting up at a 4-2-3-1 as predicted. Ramsdale in goal. Cedric keeps his place out on the right hand side. Ben White, Gabriel, and Tavares. Tavares on that left hand side. El Neni and Xhaka, the two in the middle, and then Saka, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, and Eddie Nketiah fresh off his brace at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday night. Wow, it's the derby of the fallen giants there when you look at those two teams.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, they're like I said, Arsenal had a great performance against Chelsea, didn't they, midweek? I love Saka. I think he's such a good player, so we're going to have to look after him. Smith Rowe too, and Nketiah is going to be right up there, isn't he? Yeah, it's got all the shapings of being a great game, to be fair. Yeah, let's hope we can get a couple past Ramsdale because he's been pretty solid as well this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, Arsenal are a strange team because they seem to have, they lost three on the bounce against three teams who probably should be beating, and then they go and beat Chelsea. Or like Chelsea were absolutely awful, but they still had to put three past them, and that's exactly what they did. So it's,
Yeah.
I think it's massively dependent on what United turn up and what Arsenal turn up today.
Yeah, you're probably right there. Yeah, and to be fair, we look like we're turning up with the intentions of getting 3 points. So at least when we have got that attitude, it's generally a bit of a goal fest in both directions. So yeah, it should be a good game. Yeah, I'm just looking back through. So yeah, they lost away at Southampton, didn't they? Home to Brighton, Palace. Yeah, you're right. They probably should have picked up points in at least a couple of those games, but then they probably weren't expected to win at Chelsea, were they? So a bit topsy turvy again.
It's a really, really hard game to predict because Ragnick has been brave in what he's done. He's dropped Maguire, he's put Fernandez as captain, Ronaldo comes straight back in. So whether that'll, and the announcement of Ten Hag, whether that will bump up the players from the low stage that United are at the moment, and what Arsenal are going to turn up, whether they're going to continue on from their brilliant performance against Chelsea, whether they're going to keep going up and down, bad performance, good performance, bad performance. It's just so unpredictable. Both of these sides are so unpredictable.
Yeah, definitely. That's the word for our season all over. Both of them, yeah, totally unpredictable. I'm also glad. Do you know what? Going back to the Liverpool game, I felt so bad for Phil Jones. I couldn't believe he was starting and to be chucked in a back three against Liverpool away. I just was that Ralph trying to send a message to the board that you got to wonder what was behind that decision. But I see he's on the bench again today. If he has to come on, he has to come on. But yeah, I did feel sorry for the bloke against Liverpool.
Yeah, right. Let's bring Sean in and see what he let's see what he wants to say about this. The battle of the fallen giants, Sean. The lineups are in. Maguire's dropped. Ronaldo returns. Nketiah starts up top for Arsenal. What's your feeling?
Have they gone flat back for United this time? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Is Varane back? Is he back in or?
Varane's back. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd make Arsenal at home, so I think. So I'd make them favourites, but it's a strange game. I don't know whether United just look like all that's been going on this year. Like obviously, Ollie probably need to go at some point. I think United have struggled to get a proper manager. I think they've missed the boat on quite a few for various reasons, and that just feels like the players have just sort of given up a little bit. That's how it sort of feels to me. I feel sorry for Maguire a little bit. I'll be honest. I think he's been made to be the scapegoat a little bit. I think the price tag since he got 18 million. I think that's been hanging on over him heavy since the moment he arrived. I think one of these pundits like Slayton said the other day, he's so exposed with the midfielder in front of him. It's an absolute mess. Do you know what I mean? But taking him out, I think did he have a bomb threat at his house or something ridiculous in the week?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Arsenal, they beat probably a Chelsea that they also, I don't know, they didn't look like they had a lot of fighting and not really the team they put out. I wouldn't get too carried away with that result. I think before that they were 4 defeats in 5. So it'd be a strange game. Ronaldo back, we can have a moment of magic, but I'd probably still just make Arsenal favourites. I know he scored a couple in the week, but that Nketiah, he's not good enough for Arsenal. I don't think he had a good game. I think most Arsenal fans would say long term he's not going to be good enough to be a striker. So yeah, might be a 2-1 either way. Arsenal might just edge it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. Do you think many United fans would say Arsenal are going to watch this, Rob?
They say Arsenal going to watch. Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
Oh, do you reckon most Arsenal fans would say? Do you reckon most Man United fans would say Arsenal would probably edge this?
Possibly. That's what we keep saying. It's unpredictable, isn't it? Their form has been up and down, up and down. Ours has been all over the shop. I guess because they're home, maybe they've got the home advantage. But then look at last season, United were so strong away. If we can find a bit of that away for them again, who knows?
Yeah. Just to put the scenarios out there for the Premier League table. So if Arsenal win, they go back into that 4th spot, of course, until Spurs play later on. Put the pressure on them against Brentford, then anything could happen. They'll move up to 60 points. If it's a draw, Arsenal will go up into 4th. United will stay 6th. If United do manage to win, depending on goal difference, which Arsenal's is a lot better, United will probably stay on goal difference in 6th. So the best United can do from this is put the pressure on and level up in terms of points with Tottenham and Arsenal. What do you want the outcome to be, Sean?
A Man United win, ideally for Tottenham. But I think I've said to you quite a few. So I think the 3-4 stretch teams going for 4th. I think all of them will drop points right to the end. I don't think no one's going to go on a mad run and win every game. Before Tottenham lost to Brighton, I looked at the pictures. No, actually, tell a lie. It was after the Brighton game. It's before Arsenal played Chelsea, and I seen a little list of the next 3 games, and I said a draw at Brentford wouldn't be a bad result. Now, obviously, Chelsea lost, so I don't know. I think I'm a bit surprised. I wouldn't take a draw versus Brentford, but I don't think it'd be a shocking result. Like I said, I think Arsenal have got some tough games coming up. I think they've got Everton away. It would be better at home. I think they've got Newcastle. They've got one of the most amount of points since Christmas. You've got yourselves next week, who I think it's at your place as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Even if they beat United today at home, it wouldn't surprise me if they go and lose 1 or 2 of the next 3. And I think Tottenham might do the same. And United, it's hard. You don't know what you get from United. I personally think the worst thing that could happen to United this year is Champions League. I think they need, ideally, no Europe at all, so they can just rip the team up and go again. Downfall is if a team scrapes in. Well, if a team can get to the cup final, it'll be poor and it'll paper over cracks. I think United have been papering over cracks with iffy signings for a while. I think they need to almost have a total failure so they can start properly again.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
Brentford look good at the moment, and they beat us. They beat Arsenal at the start of the season. Obviously, that's a different period of it, but they do like to be banana skins for these European chasing sides. Let's go on to some predictions then. Rob, what's your head and your heart's prediction? Because I've got a feeling it's going to be two completely different things.
My head probably agrees with Sean. Probably a 2-1 to Arsenal. But my heart, with Ronaldo back and he's got the taste for hat tricks again, maybe a 3-2 United.
Oh,
I'm calling it with my heart.
well, who knows? Xavier, hope you're well. Ease on. Come on, you Gunners. Well, yeah. To be fair, would rather see would rather see Arsenal win today. So yeah, come on, Arsenal. Sean, your prediction?
I said 2-1, didn't I? To be honest, I haven't actually seen the teams. Is there any Arsenal gone with that midfield 5 again? Have they same sort of 5?
So Arsenal have gone for Ramsdale, Cedric, White, Gabriel, Tavares, El Neni and Xhaka, the 2 in midfield, and then kind of Odegaard in the number 10, and Saka on one side, Smith Rowe on the other, and then Ketia leading the line.
Yeah, I wonder if that. I'll stick with 2-1. I think those three behind the striker might just be a bit too busy for United, maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-2 Arsenal. I think it's going to be 2 defensive calamities today, and I think Saka and Smith Rowe will get on it, and I think Ronaldo will get on it. But I think Arsenal are going to win 3-2, and a bit of drama, some awful defending, just what we like to see. Plenty of goal, plenty of action, and the right result for me and Sean. But thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, check out our channel sponsors SIM Car from Sun by clicking the link in the description down below. Last week, Rob, thank you very much for coming on.
Cheers for having me, Jake.
And Sean, I'll probably see you on Monday. Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, cheers. No worries.
From me, come on, you irons, and we'll catch you soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.